Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 4th of April 1984, and the title is The Elevated Period of the Confluence Age is the time to draw the portrait of your elevated fortune. Today, Bap Dada was seeing the moment of birth of the elevated life and the line of fortune of every elevated Brahmin soul. The moment of birth of every child is elevated because it is now the most auspicious, elevated confluence age. All of you took an elevated Brahmin birth at the elevated confluence age, that is, in the most elevated period. The moment of birth of all of you is elevated. The line of fortune, the fortune of all of you Brahmins, is elevated because you are the Shiv dynasty, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, who belong to the elevated Father. The elevated Father, an elevated birth, an elevated inheritance, an elevated family, and the elevated treasures. This line of fortune of all of you is elevated from birth. The period is elevated, and because of the attainment, the line of fortune is also elevated. All of you children have attained the same fortune from the one Father. There is no difference in this. Even though you attain the same fortune, why does it become number-wise? The Father is the same, the birth is the same, the inheritance is the same, the family is the same, the period is the same, one of the confluence age. So why is there a number? All of you have received unlimited attainments, that is, unlimited fortune. So, why is there a difference? The difference is created in putting the unlimited fortune into the picture of actions in life according to your capacity. Brahmin life means to paint a picture of your fortune, to put it into your life, to put it into every deed. A fortunate one should experience fortune through every thought, every word, and every action. That is, fortune should be visible. A Brahmin means a fortunate soul whose eyes, forehead, and smile on the face give everyone the experience of elevated fortune at every step. This is known as drawing a picture of fortune. Draw the picture of your fortune with the pen of experience on the paper of action. Make a line drawing of the portrait of fortune. All of you are creating a portrait, but the portrait of some is complete, whereas the portrait of others remains lacking in something or another. In putting this into your practical life, the line of the forehead means your thoughts, the line of the eyes means spiritual drishti, the lines of smile on your face means to be constantly contented soul and an embodiment of all attainments. Contentment itself is the line of the smile. The lines of the hands means the lines of elevated actions. The lines of the feet means the power of taking every step according to Srimad. In this way, in drawing the portrait of your fortune, there is a difference. In some, one thing is missing, and in others, something else is missing. When painting a physical painting, some don't know how to paint eyes. Some don't know how to paint legs. Some don't know how to paint the smile. So, this makes a difference. To the extent that a portrait is perfect, to that extent it is valuable. The pictures of some bring them hundreds of thousands of rupees, whereas the pictures of others scarcely bring them 100 rupees. Therefore, what was it that made the difference? Perfection. In the same way, because Brahmin souls are not perfect in all lines, because of not having perfection in one or two lines, you become number wise. Therefore, today, Baba was looking at the portrait of the fortunate children. Just as in a physical fortune, there are different types of fortune. In the same way, here too, Baba saw many types of portraits of fortune. In every picture, the main features, the eyes and the forehead, increase the value of the portrait. Similarly, here the power of the attitude of the mind and the power of spiritual drishti of the eye also has a lot of importance. These are the foundation of the picture. Do all of you look at your own picture? To what extent has your picture been completed? Have you painted such a portrait that the one who creates your fortune is visible in that portrait? Check every line. It becomes number-wise because of this. Do you understand? The bestower is one, and he gives everyone the same. Yet, those who are creating become number-wise in creating it. Some become one of the special eight and a special beloved deity. Some become deities. Some become those who are happy simply to observe other deities. You have seen your own picture, have you not? Acha. In the corporeal form of meeting, the time and the number of people have to be considered, whereas in the Avyakt meeting, there is no question of the time or the number of people. If you become experienced in the Avyakt meeting, you will constantly continue to have two unique experiences of the Avyakt meeting. Bap Dada is constantly obedient to all the children. This is why, although he is Avyakt, he has to come into the corporeal Vyakt form. However, what do you have to become? You have to become Avyakt. Do you not? Or do you want to come into the corporeal form? Become Avyakt. By becoming Avyakt, you will become corporeal and go home with the Father. You have not yet reached the stage of going via. Through the angelic form, you will be able to become incorporeal and go back home. So, have you become the angelic form now? Have you completed the portrait of your fortune? Only a completed portrait is an angel. Acha? To all you children who have come from all the different zones, Bap Dada is pleased to see each one of you with the specialty of each zone. Some of you may not know the language, but you are clever in knowing the language of love and devotion. You don't know anything else, but you do know the language of the Murli. With love and devotion, even those who are unable to understand anything become able to understand. Those from Bengal and Bihar constantly live in the weather of spring, Bahar. They have constant spring. Punjab is such that it always makes everything fresh and green, makes everyone full. There is good harvest in Punjab. Haryana is always full and green, hara bhara. Punjab and Haryana always are full and green. Where there is greenery, that place is always said to be happy and content and an elevated place. Punjab and Haryana are always full of happiness. This is why Bap Dada is pleased to see all of you. What is the specialty of Rajasthan? Rajasthan is very well known for its art. The pictures of Rajasthan are very valuable because there have been many kings there. Therefore, those from Rajasthan are the ones who will make the most valuable portraits of fortune. In the lines of art, you are always elevated. What is the specialty of Gujarat? There is a lot of decoration of mirror glass there. So Gujarat is a mirror. It is a mirror in which the Father's image can be seen. You look at your face in the mirror, don't you? So the mirror of Gujarat has the specialty of showing everyone the image of the Father and the image of an angel. The specialty of Gujarat is the mirror that will reveal the Father. Finally, little Tamil Nadu is still left. Smaller ones work wonders. They carry out huge tasks. What will those from Tamil Nadu do? There are many temples there. They play music in temples. The specialty of Tamil Nadu is to beat the drums and make a very loud sound of the Father's revelation. You have a good specialty. Some play music even in their childhood. Even devotees play music with a lot of love. Children also play it with love. Now, each of your places has to put your own specialty into a practical form. Baba has now met those from all zones, has he not? Eventually, this is how the meetings will take place. The older children say, "Why don't you invite us? You create subjects and you also increase the number of subjects." And so the older ones have to give a chance to the newer ones. It is only then that the number can increase. If the older ones continue to move along in the same old way, what would happen to the newer ones? The older ones are bestowers who give, and the newer ones are those who receive. Therefore, you have to give a chance to others. You have to become a bestower in this. There are many limitations in the meeting through the corporeal form. In the Avyakt meeting, there are no limitations. Some ask, what will happen when the number increases? The method of the corporeal meeting will also change. When the number increases, you also have to donate something and perform some charity. Acha, to all the children from this land and abroad, in response to the sound of their loving hearts, songs of happiness, and letters of news of their hearts, together with giving multi-million-fold love and remembrance to all the children. Bap Dada is also giving a response to their letters. Through constant remembrance, be one who has received the blessing of immortality and continue to move forward and also make others move forward. To all the children who maintain their zeal and enthusiasm, Bap Dada congratulates you for your own progress and for the progress of service. Congratulations. You are always with the Father. You are always complete and perfect. To the children who have received all such blessings, Bap Dada is once again giving you love and remembrance. Love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada meeting groups. Do you always consider yourselves to be souls who are complete, equal to the Father? Those who are complete will always continue to move forward. If there isn't completion, you won't be able to move forward. Therefore, as is the Father, so are the children. The Father is the ocean, and the children are master oceans. Check every virtue, just as the Father is the ocean of knowledge, so you are master oceans of knowledge. The Father is the ocean of love, and so you are master oceans of love. Check your similarity in this way. Only then will you always be equal and complete like the Father and continue to move forward. Do you understand? Constantly continue to check yourself in this way. Always maintain the happiness that the one whom the world is searching for has made you belong to him. Acha, blessing. May you be Trikaldarshi and one who experiments and gains success through the power of determination. Bap Dada's blessing is, where there is determination, there is success. Therefore, with determination, make a program to experiment with any virtue or power. First of all, experience contentment within yourself. Let there be the determined thought, I have to do this. You should not be influenced by the carelessness of others. Sit in the stage of being on the Trikaldarshi seat. Then, as is the time, so is the method. And so, with the right method, first of all, become an embodiment of success. Only then will the powerful gathering of souls who experiment become ready, and the rays of that gathering will perform many tasks. Slogan: one who attains blessings from everyone is a jewel of contentment. Om Shanti.